When I woke up this morning, there was a haze alert. And I'm like, a haze alert? Why is it hazy? I initially first thought it was wildfires because there are wildfires going on in New Jersey. And I thought, okay, it must be the wildfires here. No, this is coming from Canada and it's impacting the entire East Coast. And they said the air quality is at dangerous levels. So if you're on the East Coast of the United States and it looks hazy, now you understand why. It has reached New York. And they said right now New York got the worst air quality from this thing in the entire world, followed by Detroit, because Detroit is right next to Canada. But all day long here where I am, it's been very hazy out. You look up in the sky, that's not overcast. That's smoke, heavy smoke. So let's get into this story, y'all.
The Northeast and Mid-Atlantic. Air quality for millions of Americans. 13 states are under alert as smoke from hundreds of wildfires in Canada spreads across the Northeast and Mid-Atlantic. Right now, New York City has some of the worst air quality in the world, and Detroit is up there as well. Trevor Alt is in Fort Lee, New Jersey with the latest.
Wildfire smoke blanketing the skies for millions of Americans.
There's the red sun again.
National Weather Service issuing air quality alerts all over the Northeast, stretching west to Ohio and even as far south as the Carolinas and Georgia.
It's very strange. I got up out of the subway and it looked like a zombie apocalypse.
Overnight, New York City's air quality registering as the worst of any major city worldwide.
It's kind of got a yellowy haze to it.
Millions of phones getting alerts like these. The city's air quality index peaking above 200, a level considered very unhealthy, particularly for the elderly and those with respiratory issues.
You smell it and feel it, yeah.
The immediate health risks are worsening of asthma and worsening of allergies. This is actually probably the worst I've seen the numbers.
Sports, recess, and outside play canceled for millions of children across the region.
I woke up this morning and went outside, and it was very strange. It's just sort of an eerie feeling.
Officials say the cause, wildfires in Canada. Over 10,000 miles of Canadian land has been scorched so far this fire season, an area larger than the state of Vermont. With 26,000 people evacuating from their homes.
Across the country, there are currently 413 wildfires burning, and 249 of those fires are deemed out of control.
And Trevor Alt joins me now from Fort Lee, New Jersey. Trevor, what's it like there right now?
Well, as we're watching it, as we get further into the morning, Diane, it seems like it's getting even worse. We do know that it comes in waves, but New York City throughout the night has continued to be up near the very top and sometimes at the worst air quality of any major city in the entire world. You mentioned Detroit is also on that list, too. I mean, that's a sense of the breadth of all this smoke. Right now, New York City and Detroit are number 2 and number 3 in terms of worst air quality of all major cities everywhere. We're, of course, hearing from these experts that are telling people you really want to try to stay indoors. Is it an immediate, dire threat to healthy people? Not necessarily, but even people who are healthy are likely going to feel the effects in some capacity, either in their breathing or in their eyes, Diane.
Yeah, we were told to put masks on our kids just to take them to school this morning. Trevor Alt in Fort Lee, New Jersey, thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, there are over 240 wildfires going on up in Canada, and the smoke is coming all the way down into the US, especially if you're on the East Coast. Now, when I first saw this story, they said it was in 13 states. It's now up to 17 states where the air quality in the US is poor and at dangerous levels. And New York, as you heard, is the worst in the entire world right now, followed by Detroit. So, air quality among the worst as the wildfire rages on. So, the air alert, they said 17 states, cities, including Baltimore, Boston, Minneapolis, Detroit, Chicago, St. Louis. And people that have respiratory problems may have issues through this. And they are warning that this could go on for a couple of weeks. So, more than 400 active fires are burning in Canada, and I heard over 10,000 um, square miles are scorched. I mean, this thing is ridiculous. So, with 27 new fires reported, 200 out of control, Canada's wildfire has engulfed the mid Atlantic and Northeast for more than a week. So, this has been going on before we even realized it. I just happened to wake up this morning and there was a haze alert. And I was like I said, there's fires going on within New Jersey. So I thought it was from that, but I had no idea it was this massive. So the air quality, as you saw on the video in New York City, is the worst in the world as of Tuesday morning. According to USAQI, by the afternoon, the air pollution levels are among the worst 5 in the world. Across the Northeast, the National Weather Center has said the air quality has plummeted. It's estimated, as you heard in the video, 26,000 people across Canada had to flee their homes as of Monday. And there's a news conference by Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, which addressed the national crisis. It's a scary time for a lot of people, not just in Alberta, right across the country, including the Atlantic, North, Quebec, Trudeau said. He said, when people lose their homes, they don't just lose a roof and their possessions. You're losing your health also in this whole thing. So he said, this is incredibly difficult and heartbreaking. Air quality in New York is projected to remain unhealthy all the way through Friday. And the forecast service rated asthma conditions as very high. And this is one of the reasons why I wanted to do this story, especially for people that are suffering from respiratory issues, bronchitis, even if you're having sinus problems, asthma. This is really important. Or you got people, either yourself or your relatives, that have health issues that compromise their immunity. This is really important for you to know. I was talking to my son, and just a week ago, y'all, just 1 week ago, I bought 2 air purifiers just to have. Boy, I never saw this one coming, but we got them both actively working in the house right now. So if you have access to one, I would say turn it on. This is when you really need it on. So the forecast service rated asthma conditions as very high and projects that Wednesday will bring the worst air quality conditions, not only in New York, but across the East Coast. So, I mean, you can barely see lower Manhattan. I just took a look at it. Maybe I'll show one of the pictures so you can see what it looks like right now. So, not only can you see the smoke and haze in the air, some people in different states are reporting they can smell something in the air as well. Now, where I am, you can see the hazy skies, but I really don't smell anything right now, but that can all change. You just never know at this point in time. So it is important that you do everything to remain indoors. That's only if you can. I really feel for people that have to do outdoor jobs right now. And they're saying that high pollen levels can be, that can agitate your allergies even worse. And then, they're talking about your eye health as well. Wow. Mm-mm-mm. So they said, be warned, that children, senior citizens, and people who are pregnant or people with respiratory or cardiovascular disease are especially vulnerable to wildfire smoke. New York issued an air quality health advisory. Yes, I did see the mayor, Eric. I did see the mayor give a news conference up in New York. Okay, Eric Adams. I saw him give a news conference on this very thing for New Yorkers, and he urged New Yorkers with heart and breathing issues to limit their time outdoors. So I'm going to show you New York. I definitely want to show you what it looks like right now. Ladies and gentlemen, this is New York. And this is a recent picture that was taken today of New York. This is from the the wildfires that are going on in Canada. Look at New York. You know, that's why they're saying the air quality is at dangerous levels right now along the East Coast. So, according to ABC News, this smoke originated from wildfires in Quebec, where more than 160 forest fires are currently raging. NASA, they said they can see this massive fire all the way from space. Wow. Air quality alerts have been sent to 17 states in the US. So if anything changes about this story, I will definitely let you know. But the New York City mayor, this is what he said. He said, if you're a New Yorker with heart or breathing issues, be careful when you're outdoors. Smoke from wildfires in Canada is impacting our city's air. So an air quality health advisory has been issued. Try to limit outdoor activities today to the absolute necessity. So he's letting you know if you don't have to be out, don't be out. But last night, they had showed pictures of New York, and man, it looked even bad last night. And it looked like it got worse today. So everybody be careful, especially if you are in the states that are impacted. Unfortunately, I'm in one of them, and I really can see a difference when I look outside. So be careful, everybody. If there's any way for you to keep the air quality within your house good, do what you can. And you can always order an air purifier if you don't have one. I got 2 from Amazon, and they really weren't that expensive. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.